Good evening, my friends. Welcome to a Friday night quiz that I'm hoping will be memorable and enjoyable and thunderous success. I welcome you once again to the virtual pub. I'm here as always with my trusty producer, Aidan. How are you?
I'm good. I'm currently watching to find out if we've actually landed in being the first one in.
I don't know that we have.
Oh, we did.
We did? We've done it?
Oh, no, it's starting to go live. No,
There
we missed it.
We missed it?
Fractions of a second.
Let's do it again.
Oh, yeah. I'm in charge of that. I'm working on multiple screens. Hold on. And go.
Hello! If you're wondering why I'm immediately on the screen, it's because we actually thought we were live already, and we weren't.
But we were first in. I want it on the record that I'm pretty sure at the moment it's telling me there's 4 people in here. There's actual people here now.
Yeah, I've got 7. There is a fraction of me going, I don't know if we were live, I don't think we were. There is a fraction of that on it. It's right at the start, there's a fraction of me going, oh, what's going on?
Oh, technology.
But hello, welcome. That was my best intro yet as well. What a waste.
Oh, look, the fact you did a backflip in.
I didn't need to, but I wanted to.
You simply chose to.
Welcome, once again, to the Friday quiz. We're here, I hope it... What are the adjectives I use? Memorable, remarkable... I don't know. I used great adjectives. I have the best words.
To be honest, it was wasted without the backflip.
There's no point in any of them without the backflip. But hello anyway. I hope you... That's me warming up. I hope you're all well and excited for a quiz as I am. I'm here with Aidan, as always, who you have heard. Well, it was fine. It was fine. I think it was pretty seamless when we came in, to be honest.
Nailed it. 100%. 10 out of 10.
I'll just turn the comments on so I can see who's here when they let me know they're here. There's no comments yet, but when they're here, I'll see. So, after Wednesday, where we just kind of floundered for 9 minutes, I prepared things to say. I have an anecdote to tell, but it seems almost futile now. It just seems like there's no point.
Strong start.
Because we've had such a balls up to start.
And the question is, do we just put on some just like, you know what, we'll play out music on it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just that. We could do that for
we'll
next.
Just do that for 12 minutes.
12 minutes from now. Oh, that is so enough.
Oh, that is more than enough.
I am just a disembodied voice.
He is. He lives in my head. And through the miracle of television, I project him to you.
I am David's schizophrenia made corporeal.
The cracks in my psyche made flesh. That is what you are.
That's me.
That more apt description there never was.
There we go. Here's my comment for the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I don't like?
What's that?
About that little program there that lets me do that is it has no respect for any of your...
No, God, no.
No. Choices to change profile picture.
No, doesn't care.
If anyone changes their profile picture, this program goes, nah, stuff ya.
Nah, I remember what yours looks like. Not interested.
Your mum's gone through a couple. And
it's still, every time she comes up, it's the little Easter thing.
Yeah.
She popped in once over Easter.
Because I just saw Stephanie, because I recognised the name, and I went, oh, different picture.
Different picture. Anyway.
From the top.
How are you? Hello, welcome to the quiz. We're not doing this again. We did this on Wednesday, we're not doing it again. How are you? How was your last couple of days?
Good.
Excellent.
I spent last night I did my favourite way to spend an evening.
Yeah.
Which for anyone who hasn't met me, and I mean even casually, because I will tell people this when they meet me casually.
Absolutely.
Is my favourite thing in the world to do is to spend an entire evening in the bath up to your eyeballs, like deep bath, and watch whatever you want to watch. Last night, my housemate turned to my wife at one point and genuinely had to ask the question, is Aiden in the bath at 11 o'clock watching The Nanny?
He was.
He was. That's what I was doing.
He was. I wasn't there, but I can assure you he was.
100%. 100%. It was the best. I love it. It does help that you're usually drunk when you do it.
Yeah, well, that's it. I remember when we were neighbours, I messaged you coming home from work. It was like 10 o'clock or something. And I messaged you and I said, oh, just come home if you want to come out into the... This is texting, by the way. This is what this is. This is texting. It's how I text. Would you like to... I'm very acutely aware of that. Would you like to come and have a drink in the courtyard? And I received 2 words in response. Bath night. And I knew it was time for me to go inside. There was no point in me waiting in the courtyard for you to have a drink.
If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend pick a movie, get the bath, get yourself a couple of drinks, and the secret to it all is the humble pretzel.
Oh, yeah.
Humble pretzel. You think you might want to take in twisties? No. You don't. Cheesy fingers in the bath?
Not a good time.
You think you want to take in, like, crisps, Smith's chips? No. They go soggy as soon as you touch them, again, and stuff on your fingers. Bad time. The pretzel does not do that.
Don't need to make multiple bites. Less chance of crummage in the bath.
Can literally just store the bag underwater and the pretzels are fine with it.
I don't care.
Like, no.
They're a hearty snack.
Hold true.
They're a hearty snack.
They're a very good snack. We're not being paid by pretzel.
By Big Pretzel.
By Big Pretzel. Everyone knows the pretzel lobby.
Yeah. They're so powerful that they should be paying us realistically.
I mean, yeah, but clandestine organisations never do.
No, they don't. So I do have an anecdote that I would like to tell, and it includes my own suffering.
Which I always love.
Which cheers Aiden up no end. No matter what kind of mood he's in, if I tell him a story of me suffering in any way, he will enjoy it.
Always.
And I don't have any shame from you people. I consider you all friends.
It's just a low bar you have to be able to jump for David's affection.
Not hard. Not hard. I was ready for marriage when someone said I love you, and I thought it was to me, but it was actually an answer to a question. I was ready for marriage.
He once had someone honk at him in a set of lights and said, "You can be my best man."
Yep.
You've got the voice for it.
Anyway, yesterday morning, I think, it was about sort of 5:30, 6 o'clock. It would have been closer to 6, I suppose. And I woke up and I needed to answer the call of nature, as I occasionally do.
Oh, there's a bird at your door.
Yeah. My friendly magpie friend who comes to visit.
I wanted it to be a quail.
Oh, that would be so much better if it was a quail.
Take 2.
Take 2. The quail. The quail was there. No. I got up to go to the bathroom. And as I was bleary-eyed, I had sleepy eyes. And I walked forward. And I was admiring the sort of faint blue light that was being cast over everything through the kitchen window. Now, you know this, but the people at home mostly don't. But the interior door of my place from the bedroom into the kitchen is a glass door. Sliding glass door. And I was too enamoured with the faint blue light that I could see that I just plumb walked into the glass door. And I hit my head. And I felt so silly. But I thought to myself in my sleepiness, I thought, well, at least I had this pleasant view while I injure myself.
I love the fact that you literally just essentially had the human version of a mosquito lamp. Was there a gentle buzz to it too, David?
It was just luring me in.
Oh, I wonder what that is.
Oh, a faint blue light. I shall investigate very quickly. Head first. So yeah,
touch it.
I had a mild concussion, went back to sleep, which is probably fine. It's probably fine. So other than that, I don't have anything to report. I hit my head a bit. That's not going in. Wasn't going in. Trying to throw a tea bag across the room. Won't happen.
Sounds... Oh, see, I put...
Didn't go in.
No, it's done that.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right, you can have that one. You can have that one.
I need to just bring the bin closer to me.
You've got a bin under there.
No, that's for recycling.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Because I'm very eco-natured. Honestly, I've considered bringing in a compost bin for the tea bags.
You should. There probably should be one here, except no one would ever empty it. Ever.
Yeah, which is how compost bins work. It's literally fit for purpose. That's a compost bin. You know what you don't do? Take it out. You let it sit there.
You do eventually.
Oh.
If it lives there, there's no point.
No,
Well, you're going to put it somewhere. You have to use it in some way.
If it's on the ground, that's fine. That's enough.
There's no ground
We've given that away.
upstairs. There's only floor.
Oh, I'm having that. That is a quote for the ages.
There's no ground upstairs.
There's no ground upstairs. Wow.
Well, there isn't. There isn't. There is floor, and that is not the same as ground. Ground exists outside, floor exists inside. It's like when you lie down, if you're a tall person and you lie down, you are then long. You are no longer tall, you are long. When you stand up again, you're tall. And if you sit, everyone's level. Well, there's not, all right? There's not.
Should have checked that. That was going to let me be... There you go.
All right, everyone. I'll just be still for a moment while you all get a screenshot of that. There you go. Hope you enjoyed that. All right, I'm going to say hello to some people who actually pretend to like me, because you just don't pretend anymore. But we do have the Jet Lags, him and her, and the old ones, To Kill a Mockingbird, at least one member of the Indoor Kites, the Mugwumps, The Great Escape, Norfolk and Chance, Great Expectation. Yeah. No, that's not right. That's not right. I am short, and when I lie down, I am also short. If you are short, you're always short. If you are tall, you lie down, and then you're long.
No, you're brief. And you're short.
I'm brief.
I mean, I'm 100% just here for Mara's comment.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Shutting you down.
No, I have a rebuttal, but whack it up. It's called the ground floor at apartments for a reason. Yes.
Haven't even started.
Yes. The ground floor. It's the floor that's on top of the ground.
Yeah.
But once you're inside, no ground, only floor.
Yep, same works with cows. Ground beef, it's the beef on top of the ground. When it's just beef, now it's on your table.
Yep. Yep. No matter what the cut or processing, as soon as it's on the table, it's just beef again.
Yep.
I've actually used that as a joke in a kitchen. I used to be a chef a long time ago, and someone dropped a very expensive filet mignon, and I just looked at them dead in the eyes and went, ground beef. So one of the best jokes I've ever made. In my hospitality career, at least.
Oh, I've got a few of them.
Oh,
Great
well,
jokes.
yeah.
None we are allowed
You're
to
not
say.
allowed to tell any of them on here, but they do exist.
That's not true. We were just talking about how much I enjoyed that helipad joke.
That helipad joke was fantastic.
Helipad joke was fantastic.
And if you're not here for that one, please watch all the previous Friday night quizzes and Wednesday night quizzes, and you'll see them.
Yeah. They'll be in there somewhere. Sorry, we can't narrow it down for you.
They are in one of them.
Mara's got me with just the comment.
Delish table beef. Well, you have table wine, table water, table bread. Why not table beef?
I think it said water table.
That's another thing. You can have table water for the table. That's what I'm talking about, not the water table.
Oh, okay.
It's just it's a geological process.
Very difficult to pour.
It's so difficult.
So I'm sorry, I just cannot pour this water table.
Alrighty. Hello to everyone who's just joining us. We've been talking absolute trash, complete drivel for the last 15 minutes. But now it's time to play the quiz. Someone has told me that they love me in the comments, so that one is directed at me.
When?
Just then, Amy
yeah.
has told me that she loves me. Thank you. I needed that.
She's probably not well.
Goodness me. The way this works, if you haven't played with us before, which I don't think is any or indeed many of you, we have a quiz for you, 25 questions times 2. And we will be giving you the questions. You write them down on a bit of paper, on a slate, on the walls, on your neighbour's bald head. Whatever you want to do, write them down or retain them, but don't put them in the comments, whatever you do.
We need to think of more comedic things you can write on.
Yeah, neighbour's bald head is the newest one, but there's other things.
An overhead projector.
Oh.
Old school number.
Oh, I had a teacher who would, instead of writing on a whiteboard, would exclusively write in an overhead projector.
Yeah, that's how your teacher goes, look, be easy on me, I've got mental health issues.
She used to put her full name, the date written out, like Thursday, the 27th of November, and then would put her full name and then all her post-nomial letters on every single slide. It was unbelievable. Anyway, let's play a quiz of that. That was just a fun anecdote. We're going to play.
What's it?
Yep, it was. I can prove that mathematically, which is funny because she was a maths teacher.
Oh, yeah, she sounds intolerable.
Yeah, she was. Let's have a go at the quiz. Don't forget that if you don't know the answer to a question, you can always put an amusing joke in the comments, and we will award points for anything that gets put up on screen. So, let's go. Round 1, question 1 tonight looks a bit like this. What 7-letter word means to give evidence as a witness in a court of law? 7-letter word that means to give evidence as a witness in a court of law. Number 2 as well. Which Australian city is further north? Cairns or Darwin? Cairns or Darwin? Which is further north? That one. Number 2. The zodiac symbol, the bull, represents which sign? Which horoscope is a bull? Number 3.
Yeah, you should say horoscope.
Yeah.
Because which side? Oh, it's the giveaway.
It's the giveaway side.
Beware cows.
Rearrange these letters to get the name of a European capital city. The clue that I've given you is Rubsless. Rubsless, which is, incidentally, the reason I moved from briefs to boxers. Rubsless. Is the YouTube up?
Yeah, it should be.
Excellent. There you go. Ironclad answer. It should be.
I'm doing some investigating now.
Amy has
you've just not filled that silence.
I know, I was reading a comment. Amy has clarified that she is very well indeed. Very well indeed. So, those first 4, again, the 7-letter word that means to give evidence as a witness in the court of law. And number 2, which Australian city is further north, Cairns or Darwin? Number 3, the zodiac symbol, the bull, represents which sign? And rearrange rubs less to get the name of a European capital city. The YouTube is definitely up, by the way, should you prefer to do it there. Go on to our next one, a picture question here for you. Pictured here is a hybrid species, the yakalo, which is a cross between which 2 animals?
Taken with the same camera that photographs Bigfoot.
Yep, same one. And I did actually try and get a nicer photo, but there are none. There are none.
I love that. No, we've got one picture of a yakalo. We're done.
There's only one picture of the yakalo.
If you've got a better picture of a yakalo,
send it, please.
Message it to...
As the kids say, just send it.
Just send it, bro.
Just send it. Why does David have little arms? His mother was a T-Rex. No.
I've spent a few years around jokes.
Yeah.
And looking at that,
It almost isn't one.
It's not one.
It's just,
Formulaically, it's not a joke.
it's a question and then a sentence.
Formulaically, not a joke. One of the greatest bits of humour I've ever seen. I mean, there she is.
Oh, I'll bet you she's watching too. Now she's upset.
I really hope not.
She'll be here and she'll be upset. I have not joined in this T-Rex talk. Brendan hasn't even met my mother. Number 6, we go on. This hit 2008 debut album is by which American singer? It is called The Fame. Which is what I would like. The Fame. So, which American singer released The Fame? A bonus point for this one. It has sold how many million copies worldwide? Is it 15 or 30 on the most recent numbers we have available to us? Who released The Fame in 2008 and how many copies did it sell? Just having a little drink here.
I enjoy that conceptually that album is mistitled if you can't get this answer correct.
I've never heard of it. I don't know who that is. Stop it. You leave her alone. Leave my mum out of this.
I don't know why I'm doing this. Your mum is lovely.
Yes, she is. And she's particularly lovely to you.
She is. Very, very sweet lady.
She is.
Yes.
Won't have it.
She has dolls that she makes that are over here that if we hold up, they look invisible. They're very good.
She made these. Oh, all right. Those are fine, apparently.
Oh, no. No, they're not.
Are they not?
No, it's just because that's the colour.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, this is the best picture you could ever have of them because the colour behind me is the correct one. But this is what they look like. You can have these. Buy them from Leslie's Baby Gift. Not just gifts for babies, also gifts for nurses. Pop it down there. There you go. You can leave that. All right, we'll move on. This next section is entitled First Letter B, so cleverly named because all of the answers start with the second letter of the alphabet.
Hit us up with your B words.
Hit us up with your B words. Yep, that'll do you. Number 7, what 10-letter name do Australians call the fish known in many parts of the world as Asian bass? Or it could be Asian bass, and it's a K-pop-based fish. Number 8, the Boston Celtics play which team sport?
In my head, Asian Bass is a K-pop cover of Nicki Minaj's hit Super Bass. And now I want to hear it.
Number 9, the adjective papillinaceous indicates a shape like that of which creature?
Oh, this is very interesting. We have an educational fact from Ned.
I love that. King's Landing joke contribution from a 6-year-old Ned. Why did the toilet paper roll down the hill? To get to the bottom.
Did you know,
That's
Ned?
clever.
Did you know why it stopped halfway? Got stuck in a crack. Love children's jokes.
Yeah.
It's just the best.
Number 10, what is the official religion of the nation of Thailand? I'm just remembering jokes children have told me that I can't actually repeat. That they don't understand why they're rude, but they heard an adult say them.
Oh, yeah, and I've heard some of those. Some have just been,
Yep. You know the one I'm thinking of specifically.
Yeah, no, I've heard children tell me very good jokes. I once had a child tell a joke to me, and so me and a friend do kids' parties as part of a different job. And they told us this joke, and we'd been doing it for years. We've been doing this job, and kids never come up with good jokes. And this one particular day, this kid just went completely over our heads, and it turned out the reason we didn't get the joke is not because the kid's joke was terrible, it's because we were idiots.
It was too smart.
The joke was, why... Oh, have I just forgotten it? It's because I can hear my own voice. Why did the baker have smelly fingers?
Why did the baker have smelly fingers?
Because he needed a poo.
That is so clever.
And both of us just went, sorry, what's that got to
Yeah,
do
that
with
is
anything?
that. But that is such a typical child punchline.
Yeah. Why'd the chicken cross the road? Because it needed a poo.
Needed a
Why'd
poo.
the cow cross the road? 'Cause it
Needed a poo.
Why'd the baker have smelly fingers? Because it
He
needed a poo.
needed a poo. That's so clever. That is so funny. Okay, number 11 in the popular 90s television sitcom Seinfeld. What was Elaine's surname? What is Elaine's surname in
Pictured
Seinfeld?
here, doing an impression of Joe Hockey. That's a very niche political joke.
That
I don't think
is.
anyone's going to enjoy.
No, even if they get it, they won't enjoy it. Memories, eh? Memories. Remember when Joe Hockey was treasurer? That was a time. Seinfeld. What's Elaine's surname?
I think there's one oh no, section I'll do one. Thinking about the borderline jokes that I've had children tell me. Because usually you can see the bad ones coming.
Yeah.
But I had one get past me once that was hilarious because I just didn't see it coming. It was brilliant. Yeah, no, it's fairly innocent.
Go for it.
Why do chickens wear pants on their heads?
Why do chickens wear pants on their heads?
Because they're peckers on their face.
They're so good.
I had a 6 or 7 year old
That
tell
is
me that.
so clever.
And I lost it.
That's fantastic. That's very innocent, though. The word pecker is incredibly innocent.
Means beak.
Yep, sure does. Number 12. This photograph was taken in which historic jail in... I'll start again. This photograph was taken at the historic jail in which New South Wales city?
All right, it's time. I've decided we're going to get controversial up in here.
Excellent.
We're going to stoke the fires of argumentativeness. I would like to know out there, where do people fall on the GAOL versus JAIL debate? Because I hate that spelling.
That's, yeah, look, it's interesting.
I nearly changed that.
You know what's interesting, though? Is that spelling, you'd think it's an old-fashioned spelling, right? And that we spell it more phonetically now. That spelling, G-A-O-L.
G-O-G-G-O.
For G-E, Bunny Genie. That spelling that's on screen now is actually much more recent. Much more recent. Like hundreds of years.
Yeah, I literally Googled it to try and find a reason to not use that. I went, look, it is both are perfectly acceptable terms.
Yes.
But broadly, you only use that one if it's in the name of a building anymore, because the other one makes so much more sense. But where do you fall on
you
it?
do occasionally see it on like Facebook posts where a prank happened and an old person who doesn't like the prank says they should have gal time. And that's the only other time that you see it.
Yeah, I hate that
When
spelling.
some let's say no fun person who doesn't like a prank says that they should have jail time. That's the only other time you see it spelled that way these days. And we go to our first, but by no means only, numbers game. The first of 3, in fact. The way to do this is to give me your answer in the comments for this and this alone. The question will be asked, the answer will be a number. Closest wins a prize. So let's have a look. The Parliament of Bangladesh, the Jatiya Sangsad, consists of how many seats?
How many times you practice that?
Never mind. Never you mind.
many,
5 or 6. I didn't Google it though. I just sort of nutted it out on my own. But I did have a couple of goes at it to make sure I was right. But tell me, how many seats are in the Jatiya Sangsad? Beautiful architecture on the building as well. That was.
You're a fan of triangles.
Well, if you're a fan of triangles, you will love the building of the Jatiya Sangsad. But look it up. It's a really gorgeous building.
Not right
generally.
now.
No. You're doing a quiz. Look it up later. obviously. But pop in the comments how many seats it has. It is a unicameral system. Only one house. Not like us, we have bicameral.
2 cameras.
2 cameras. I wonder why bicameral? Camera. Oh no, I do know the answer. Camera literally means room in Latin.
Cool.
Yeah, that's why. 2 houses. Because the camera, like the thing that takes a picture or a video, is a camera obscura, dark room. Wish I didn't know that. Could retain people.
Said it.
I know facts and I have to say them. That's why I got this job. But I wish I could retain other things instead. People's birthdays, for instance. I don't retain those. But I can tell you the etymology of words. Alrighty. Time's running out. Get them in before the title disappears. We will assess them for closeness. That's it. All done. Let's have a look. The Parliament of Bangladesh, the Jatiya Sangsad, consists of how many seats? Our own Australian Parliament is 151 in the lower house. We've got how many close? Got 1 close. I can reveal the correct answer is 350. Our closest. 333. Not bad at all, Susan.
Bingo.
Leslie Nielsen, one of the funniest people to have ever been on film.
Much better than us.
Oh, much fun.
We had to put some quality.
Yeah. He could keep a straight face for 90% of the time. Number 13. We have an earworm every week. So here is this one. Which American band had a 1960s hit single titled Kokomo? This was stuck in my head all night last night from putting this together, and now again, in there forever.
Yeah, at the moment it is very difficult to not just start even just saying it.
I'm happy. I would like to give a bonus point. It's not going to appear on screen. It's just a fun bonus from me, just for a laugh. If you can tell me all the places that are named in the song.
I can.
Well, I mean, it'd be easy to say how many are there for this purpose. How many are there? You can work out how many there are. You can have a point.
In the main bracket of the chorus, there's 7.
I've asked them.
Oh, I thought you meant
I've asked them. I wasn't asking you. No, I wasn't asking you. Never mind. It's not the answer, incidentally. No. 7 is not the answer I'm after.
Yeah, do not answer. Which American band had a 1960s hit song titled Kokomo? 7.
7. Was the disappointing. It was the sort of in-between point between 5 and S Club 7. They just had 7 for a while. All right, number 14. In 1985, which tennis player became the youngest man ever to win the Wimbledon singles title?
Sometimes I feel like I would like to just mess with the world a little bit and have like a speed dating at Wimbledon, also called the Wimbledon singles.
Number 15. What is the name of the leader of the totalitarian state?
Oh, but you got the parliament right.
Yep, fucking nail that. The totalitarian state in George Orwell's novel 1984. The name of the leader of the totalitarian... Oh, second go. Let's go. Third time's a charm.
From the top.
What is the name? Welcome to the quiz. What is the name of the leader of the totalitarian state in George Orwell's novel 1984? Thank you. Number 16 as well. Which television game show did Graham Kennedy host between 1977 and 1981? Oh, I should have said all of these are double Bs. I didn't explain that at the start. I should do that now. In case you need to change all of your answers. This is a double B. So 2 words, both start with B. There you go. You work that out from the first one, I assume. To which the answer is not 7.
Yeah. Devon, no, could be.
All right. Have a go at those. We've got one more double B, I think.
Also, Stephanie is backing me with the 7.
There's not 7. There are not 7. Number 17, pictured here is an aerial view of which Western Australian natural feature and tourist attraction. The last of the double Bs. Sounds like a novel in its own right. The last of the double Bs. Not a good one, but it could be anyway. Very beautiful. I'd quite like to go there. Double B, Western Australian natural feature and tourist attraction. Is 17. We go on to 18, funnily enough, which is... We had fun with this. These are 3 Scandinavian silhouettes. One of them corresponds to Sweden.
One of them responds to Sweden.
Answers.
Sweden. Come on.
Yeah, missing Scandinavian country. Northern cold responds to Sweden. One of them is Sweden. And I need you to tell me which one that is. A, B, or C. Simple as. Very difficult to talk about. Very easy to do. 3 Scandinavian silhouettes. Which of them is Sweden? A, B, or C?
Oh, I've got a good joke about
Oh, excellent.
Scandinavian.
Yeah, go on.
Why does the Swedish military have barcodes on their neck?
Why did the Swedish military have barcodes on their neck?
So you can Scandinavian.
Excellent. Excellent. Beautiful stuff. All right. Have another look at all of those. A, B, or C. They are all Scandinavian countries. I can reveal that. Gone to 19 now. What is the sum of the internal angles in a hexagon? What is the sum of the internal angles in a hexagon? Number 20. Australia is currently ranked number 1 in international test cricket, ahead of which country at number 2? We've had a bit of an easy run the last couple of months, though, it must be said. No one's coming for the title at the moment.
We've held it for a couple of weeks at least.
Wouldn't that be great if we lost it even though we weren't playing? Cricket is such a complex sport that there's probably a way for that to happen. Lisa, you've got it. You've got it. There are 11 places named in the song Kokomo, if you include Kokomo. 21. In the 1998 animated Disney film, 1998 rather, animated Disney film Oliver and Company, what type of animal is Oliver? See? 8 in the question. I'll lose my bottle.
Under your desk.
Quizmasters brand water.
That's some punning for you. What type of animal is Oliver? And what type of company does he run?
I'll tell you what, Oliver and Company is a deeply underrated film. Deeply underrated. It has a soundtrack by Billy Joel, who appears in the film. It's an animated film, but he has a voice in the film.
That's just my point.
Just a cartoon drawing of Billy Joel.
Scrap the animation.
It's a live-action Billy Joel in this animated film.
You've just got a bootleg version. Is he getting up and going to the toilet in the movie theatre?
Just happened to be that it was the premiere on a Cinecam in 1998, I suppose. Yeah, deeply underrated. Has excellent music in it as well. Nice. Number 22, the Congo River reaches the Atlantic Ocean in which African country? Congo River reaches the Atlantic Ocean in which African country? Don't think about it too hard. 19 again, what is the sum of the internal angles in a hexagon? Number 20, Australia is currently ranked number 1 in international Test cricket. Which country is number 2?
You have gone native, haven't you? Because you definitely just went straight.
Did a bit. I've got my citizenship papers, you know. All goes to wearing the flannel. Going to the pub later.
He's a tough bloke. Look.
Tough Aussie bloke.
Australia.
Power.
Different flag.
2 for 1. Should replace that with the Australian flag for that purpose.
I should, but 2 for 1 with you and that.
2 for 1 on
of
us. 2 for 1 on us is what it says.
Buy one, David, get one free.
It's not even me.
It is you.
Legally, I have to say it's not me. Australia is currently ranked number 1 in Test cricket, ahead of which country? Number 2. Number 21 in the 1998 animated Disney film Oliver and Company. What type of animal is Oliver? And number 22, the Congo River reaches the Atlantic Ocean in which African country? We'll go to a famous face now. Pictured here is which Australian politician? The current Premier of Western Australia.
Currently dropping a fat beat.
That is what he's doing. He's doing some sick bars.
I'm MCWO.
I think he is what the kids say, spitting fire. Believe that is the hip-hop term.
Dropping it like it is toasty.
I'm upset by how unstreet we are sometimes. We just don't belong there.
Yeah, I am wearing a beanie, which usually would be sign of thuggishness, but mine is purple.
Yep, not on you, my friend. That's 23. Current Premier of Western Australia. What's his name? 24 and 25 pertain to this movie poster. Tell me, please, what is the title of this comedy film? What is this comedy film called? And who are the 2 main stars pictured? The ones in the foreground there. There are several notable actors. But I want the ones in the foreground. And that's all I need for round 1. Once you know that, and you write that down or retain it in your head or do whatever you want, we're going to have another numbers game, which is going to work exactly the same as the first, only I've changed the question, just for a bit of variety. Stop it. So let's go. Look at it. Numbers game. This illustration from the collection titled Predictions of the Future is from which year? What year was Predictions of the Future released as a collection? Don't really know what that means in this context, but we'll go with it. If you need anything repeated, let us know in the comments. If you have any further jokes, let us know in the comments. Please, tell us do. Oh, people are jumping straight in. Excellent. I'll whack on the timer. This illustration from the collection titled Predictions of the Future is from which year? There's a man in a trench coat tending his small helicopter. I like that they've done this, but they've just kept the fashions. They haven't changed them at all.
This will be timeless.
No, there will be flying vehicles that you can store in your garage. They'll still wear a trilby. I assume that that everyone who wears a trilby and a trench coat talks in a transatlantic accent. That is just my assumption. Okay. That's it. We done. We need a repeat on one question at least. We'll go to question number 18, which is our Scandinavian silhouettes, or our silly Scandies, as I'm going to be referring to them from now on, which is not wholesale stolen from a popular BBC panel show, wherein the host gives random Scandinavian facts. Very carefully didn't say the name of that there. That might come up later. So that is 18. Which one of those is Sweden? 6 and 7 is next. There's 6. The hit 2008 debut album pictured here is by which American singer? It is called The Fame. And a bonus point, it has sold how many copies worldwide? 15 or 30? And would you believe, 7 comes after that, which is first letter B. What 10-letter name do Australians call the fish known in many parts of the world as Asian bass? And I think we're pretty right. We can jump over to marking. So pens at the ready, my friends. Let's have a look. Take down these following points. The 7-letter word that means to give evidence as a witness in a court of law. Looking for testify there. The Australian city that's further north is Darwin, believe it or not. The zodiac symbol, the bull, represents Taurus. And rubs less is your clue for a European capital city. It rearranges to Brussels. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful effect brought to you at great personal expense. This is a yakalo, the only known picture of one, which is a cross between a yak and an American buffalo, otherwise known as a bison as well. If you had bison, have a point. 2 points available for that one. This is the American singer Lady Gaga. It is her debut album, and a bonus point for you for this one. It has sold, as far as we know, 15 million copies. Maybe 1 or 2 more. The 10-letter name that Australians call the fish known in many parts of the world as the Asian bass, we call it a barramundi. The Boston Celtics, they play basketball. The adjective papillinaceous describes a butterfly shape. The official religion of Thailand is Buddhism. This is Elaine Bainus. That is her name. Elaine Bainus. This historic jail is in Bathurst. Oh, just let you see all of it. Kokomo, with 11 place names in its song, was by the Beach Boys. The Wimbledon singles title, the youngest person ever to win it, or the youngest man ever to win it, was Boris Becker in 1985. 1984's totalitarian regime is ruled allegedly by Big Brother. The television game show that Graham Kennedy hosted between 77 and 81 is Blankety Blanks. This is an aerial view of the Bungle Bungles.
It's just a funny name.
A beautiful, serene
Gorgeous.
place called the Bungle Bungles. Which of these 3 silhouettes corresponds to Sweden? It is A, is Sweden.
And speaking of silhouette Swedish people,
Yep.
there's a picture of some silhouette Swedish
That's
people.
Scandinavian silhouettes.
That is, they are silhouettes.
So,
I can tell you that
I'm so glad that you did that. We talked about it, and I didn't know how you were going to work it in.
I spent so long trying to find a picture of someone from Sweden doing the Ice Bucket Challenge.
A is Sweden, B is Norway, and C is Finland.
Did you know Norway is also just someone with a Geordie accent not believing you?
Norway. The sum of the internal angles in a hexagon is 720 degrees. Number 2, internationally in Test cricket, which is New Zealand. 1989's animated Disney film, Oliver and Company. Oliver is a cat, a kitten, if you prefer.
And he runs a meatworks.
He runs a Lord.
I've not seen it.
The kitten of the abattoir. He doesn't run a company. It's talking about the company he keeps, the people he's around.
He doesn't run it. He just owns it.
No. Democratic Republic of the Congo is where the Congo River reaches the Atlantic Ocean. Told you not to think too hard about it. This is Mark McGowan, Premier of Western Australia.
It's actually, can you just go back to that?
Oh, certainly.
That's Mark, known as MC Gowan.
Oh, that's very nice. That's very nice. The title of this comedy film is Fist Fight. And the two main stars there are Ice Cube and Charlie Day. That's Ice Cube on the left. Our numbers game now. The illustration from the collection titled Predictions from the Future is from which year? We have 2 spot-on guesses, which is lovely. The correct answer is 1951. Lots of you were very close, but Susan has it, and so does Joanne from the Triple J's. So...
This way, sir! God, this is exciting. You're excited? You should feel my nipples.
I'm going to put it up again because I love it so much.
God, this is exciting. You're excited? You should feel my nipples.
There you go. That was 1 each.
Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. That's it for round 1. So we're going to take a short break now. We'll be back in a few moments. We'll be back, let's say, at 2:45. We'll come back at 2:45. The hour of 8 is where the 2:45 to which I refer.
At some point,
got
we
away
should
from
really
me
just
very quickly.
Explain why this keeps happening. Because every time you go to throw to a break,
Yeah.
I remember, oh, that's right, I have to set up this timer.
Yeah. And I have to look at the time and go, is it the full 10 or is it the slightly? Is it the nearest 10? What do I do?
It goes on a bit because we're panicking. All right, we're good.
Yeah, we've had enough. So we're going to have a short break, have a cup of tea. You do so yourselves, and we'll see you very shortly. Well, well, well. Wasn't that a fun first round? Didn't we all have a nice time? I'm ready to do it again. 25 more questions for your answering pleasure coming right up. Just first, I'd like to comment on the wonderful scores that have been scrolling across the screens. Some people are upset with their scores, but I wouldn't be. You're far smarter than either of us. And we already know the answers. So you do really well to know that.
I've genuinely tried to do that before.
Yeah, try and answer along, even though you've already
Put it
seen
together.
all of the answers. Yeah, we put it together and we still can't get 25 out of 25, or whatever it happens to be. Let's go. Round 2. Pens aloft for this. What 6-letter word means to walk with short steps while moving from side to side like a duck?
Daving.
Oh. Ooh. I'm not happy about that. It's also 7 letters.
There's no E.
Oh. I didn't want to say this, and I apologise for the language, but you're a silly goose. That's what you are. You're an absolute giddy goat.
Yeah, and you take short steps and walk like a...
I don't walk like a duck.
Hey, look, if you walk like a duck and you're talking about a duck...
Is that now canon in the quiz that I am in fact a duck?
Oh, I know you're a... Nope, not going to finish the joke.
Yeah. Some things rhyme with duck. What is the only colour that's shared by the national flags of Italy, Jamaica and Nigeria? One colour that is on all 3 flags. What is it? For number 2.
I would like to focus on the word shared there. Because in my head, only one of them can use it at a time.
The United Nations, you see all the flags, and there's one colour missing from Italy and Nigeria. Because Jamaica's got the colour at the moment.
Got it at the moment.
90% of all pears grown in Australia are from which state?
It's a weird stat.
It is such a weird stat, but I like it. I like it.
Convincing. 90% is a lot.
That's an awful lot.
I mean, there we go.
It must be the particular climate of parts of this state are just spot on for pears. Number 4, as well, in which film do Thank you. In which film do Scarlett Johansson and Natalie Portman play sisters? In which film do Scarlett Johansson and Natalie Portman play sisters? All right. Get it up on screen. That's less funny than I anticipated. Heard that the lead singer of R.E.M. died the other day, and I was shocked to learn that not many people know about it yet. In fact, only 2.
That's me.
That's me and the coroner. That's really tickled me. That's really tickled me. Have a point there.
So good.
I'm tempted to give 2 because that's really clever.
Takes on a real journey.
It does. Number 5. Opened in 2016, pictured here is the Disneyland Resort in which Asian city? It's the Disneyland Resort in which Asian city?
God, I wish I could put music on this. That would just be the soundtrack now. Just brilliant. I mean, that is up there with Sniffums.
Oh, yeah, you know what? I gave Sniffums 2 points, didn't I?
Probably.
That's me and the coroner. Have 2. There you go. Have 2. I've decided.
Power has absolutely gone to your head.
Oh, 3. Win the quiz. Win the quiz. Just for the joke. Number 6, pictured here is which comedian behind the 2019 Netflix stand-up show Public Frenemy? There in his casual summer look. In this month's issue of Dolly. Does Dolly still exist? No?
Oh, hold on. It does.
We'll find out. We're finding out. There's furious Googling going on to my left.
Oh, it's online only.
So, who is the comedian behind Public Frenemy is number 6.
Yeah. Dolly still exists online. Cleo got shut down in 2016. And we should remind you, there are other trash magazines available.
Look, I'll tell you what. I thought the same thing for a lot of years. But it turns out that Dolly in particular was an excellent publication that sort of demystified a lot of things for a lot of girls in their late teens, which I think is fantastic. I think that I didn't read it myself, but this is just something I've been told. That there was just an enlightening read for them. Our next section is Oh Captain, My Captain. All of these questions are of or pertaining to captains. For instance, complete the title of this best-selling 1994 novel by British writer Louis de Bernier. Or Bernier. Captain Corelli's something.
I got
8 letters?
confused by Oh Captain, My Captain. Just thought it was...
There's going to be questions about Dead Poets Society.
No, I thought it was going to be questions about my friend's bird named Captain.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
He is a long-billed Corella and a good boy.
But is he... In fact, he's Captain Corella.
Didn't even notice that.
Oh, that's lovely.
Captain Corella's Massive Bill. But what's the name of the actual film? Captain Corelli's what? Number 8. Australian representative rugby league player Daly Cherry Evans is the current captain of which NRL side? For a long time, I didn't know that his first name was Daly. And his surname was Cherry Evans. I thought his first name was Cherry.
I thought Cherry was like a nickname.
Oh, well, fair enough.
Which is
Fair enough. I didn't even go that far.
It's a very demasculating nickname for a footballer.
G'day, Cherry, how are you? What purpose? What reason would you get the nickname Cherry?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm thinking about that now. There's got to be a reason. Number 9. Which actor plays Captain America in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Which actor plays Captain America in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Number 10. In which Australian city was Captain Cook's cottage rebuilt after being transported from England?
Okay, I did think you were going to screw up Captain See? Captain Cook's cottage.
There are no 8s. It's no bother.
True.
No 8s or 6s. So that is our first lot of Captonian questions. Captonian, I'm sure, is a word. And if it wasn't, 'tis now. In which Australian city was Captain Cook's cottage rebuilt after being transported from England is number 10 there. A picture question to follow with number 11, which looks like this. What is the name of this character from the 1990s animated series Captain Planet? I'm reliably informed that he's our hero, and he can take pollution down to 0. I throw it to Aiden for comment.
I'm busy doing something.
Thanks for that. Back to the studio. A bonus point for this one. The magic ring enables her to control which element of nature? So, what is the name of the character from Captain Planet? And the magic ring enables her to control which element of nature?
All right, I was distracted for a second because with a mention of Captain Planet, I just had to just super casually bring up the fact that this exists.
Oh my god, yeah, it's really funny too. It's genuinely very funny.
Oh, there are so many good pictures of this.
Yep.
The wig is terrible.
It's not. When I first saw the GIFs and the clips, I thought it was some terrible Captain Planet film. It's not. It's a series of short videos from Funny or Die, and they're hilarious, and I urge you to give them a watch if you can. You can find them on a streaming service near you. But number 11 again, who is this from Captain Planet, and what element does she control with her magic ring? Of course, there are the 5 elements in Captain Planet. I won't list them.
All right.
But you know them. One of them's not really an element.
Hey, it's the strongest one of all.
Ah. The real power was the friends we made along the way. Number 12, our last captain question. Madonna Blythe was the captain of the Australian women's team in which sport at the 2016 Olympics? Was it basketball, hockey, or water polo? Give you a hint. One of them.
I'll give you a more useful hint. Not skeet shooting.
It's not skeet shooting. And it's not any of the slidey Olympic sports.
No, this is real Olympics.
Real Olympics.
Not to be confused with the Rio Olympics.
No, that very different thing. Very different thing. Can't wait for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics in 2021.
Actually, it's not a completely different thing because the 2016 Olympics were the Rio Olympics.
It absolutely was. Goodness me.
Oh, Lisa, you big flirt. Have a point.
Oh, yeah, have a point for the flirt. whack that up on screen. Let people see the flirt.
Nothing if not open to just blatant bribery.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Feel free to send the pages messages throughout the day.
Hell, look, you know what? I'll message you my boss's email.
Yeah, we'll send you the email.
You can tell him.
Just tell him that this is, and we really do appreciate. We're joking, obviously, and having fun with it, but we really do appreciate that. We
Oh no, I don't do genuine emotion, but I do disguise it with jokes.
Yeah, absolutely. I do. I interpret the jokes into genuine emotion so people can understand you. We do really appreciate that. That's a very lovely comment, and we have fun. We really enjoy doing this for you. Obviously, as pubs go back, there will be less and less of this, but we're going to keep it going as long as we can, basically.
Yeah, at the moment it's kind of up in the air. We've literally got a meeting about it on Tuesday.
We do. We have a meeting about the continuation of this on Tuesday. So, hang 10, as someone says. I don't know who.
I think it was MC Gowan.
MC Gowan. Mark MC Gowan, Premier of Western Australia.
You are so white.
Numbers game. That's going to be a GIF by the end of the night, I suspect. Someone's going to make that into a GIF. The numbers game, number 3.
So I just saw it again on this episode.
I'm just seeing it. It's so bad. Oh, I'm genuinely embarrassed.
Hold on, I've written down the time.
Oh, please do. Numbers game. All right, take Lisa away. As lovely as the comment is, we need the room. Good grief. Here is your third numbers game question. The main character of Star Trek: The Next Generation, Jean-Luc Picard, was born in which year?
That's him doing some dance moves there. I think we can all agree those dance moves are...
that's lovely.
I happen to know there's a couple of mad Trekkies in tonight, so they should get this one. All right, whacking on the timer. Tell me. You were so close to getting that one in. Have another crack. Oh, I thought you'd hit the rebound. Main character of Star Trek: The Next Generation, which I happen to think is the best Star Trek, and you can fight me. Captain Jean-Luc Picard was born in which year? I want to make it very clear that I'm not asking what year Patrick Stewart was born. I want to make that very clear. I think that's too little too late, to be perfectly honest.
We might hang around a fraction longer than usual.
We'll let... If you that's what you thought, and you have answered accordingly, have another go.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gillian.
The start. Yeah. Yeah. We'll just let you have another crack at that. We won't take it away so soon. All right. That's it. All wrapped up. Give me your answers. Yes, sorry, Jill. I do mean the characters. The character, not the actor, Sir Patrick Stewart. Get your answers in. We'll have a look. See who's closest. I reckon there's bound to be someone who's going to get it exactly right.
I mean, at this rate, I'll take that action.
Yeah, right. A fiver. I have a fiver in my pocket.
I do not, and I am no longer invested in this.
A real $5 note. There you go. That's the first time I've held cash in about 4 months.
Yep, now he's got the Rona.
Now I've got the Rona. Oh, look. Ship sailed. I got overcharged by mistake at the servo and he panicked and just gave me a handful of cash.
What?
Yeah.
How was that not your story at the start of the night?
It should have been. It should have been. We'll do the numbers game, then I'll tell it. But there he is. There is the beautifully mobile Jean-Luc Picard. But what year was he born in? How did we go, Aiden?
Right at the end, we had someone get it.
We're beautiful stuff. Just the one then. The correct answer is 2305. Triple J's got it. Well done.
We gonna get fame, money.
Don't forget the bitches.
I love Leslie Nielsen so much.
I spent so long working on getting that clip.
You spent far too long getting it. Do it. Put it up again.
We gonna
So
get
it's not
fame,
wasted.
money.
Don't forget the bitches.
The look round at the end when he just goes is my favourite part of that. In an otherwise dreadful film. Okay, we've got half a round left. Let's go. Which famous novel begins with a line? He was an old man who fished alone in a skiff in the Gulf Stream, and he had gone 84 days now without taking a fish.
Which I must say doesn't do well as an opening line.
No.
Because immediately from the opening line, you're going, okay, so he's dead. 84 days, hasn't caught a fish. His food stocks aren't holding up.
I mean, I've never been in a skiff in the Gulf Stream, personally. I can say that.
I mean, I can tell you they've not just got markets floating about.
No, they don't. But maybe they take some kind of long preserved food, like a dried meat of some kind.
84 days worth?
Yeah, but if you catch a fish and then you dry it, you catch 3 fish in a day, dry it out, might do you for 10 days. I don't know. Depends how big the fish are, doesn't it?
I think at this point it really depends on the skiff, and it is a boat usually for one person.
Skiffs are pretty big for one person.
I mean, you wouldn't keep 84 days worth of food in it.
No, you wouldn't, but it's just been, you don't know how long he's been there and how many fish he caught before. We don't have enough information.
If he can keep 84 days worth of food in a skiff, that is a man who can carry a family of 8 weekly groceries in one trip.
That is true.
It is obscene and unrealistic.
Well, look, I haven't seen the skiff. I don't know how many fish he caught. We just don't have enough information.
What is this skiff?
Skiffs are bigger than I think you think they are. In relation to school dances for 14, what word is prom short for? There you go. That's all there is to it. There's no comedy, just quiz for that question.
Yeah, we ditched all the comedy on the last one. Mm-hmm. Also, you needed a drink of water and I was dipping my biscuit in my tea.
We're taking a brief drinks break from comedy.
Not happy about it. I only have milk arrowroots left in the cupboard.
Oh, no.
It's a nice biscuit, but it needs,
Help.
either...
It needs help.
needs either, like, butter and hundreds and thousands.
Correct.
Or icing.
Yeah. Although, I don't mind a rich tea now and then. Don't mind a rich tea as a plain biscuit. Anyway, number 15, the Ryder Cup is a series of men's golf matches between teams from Europe and which other country? The wording there suggests that Europe is a country. It's not. It's a series of. The Ryder Cup is a series of men's golf matches between teams from Europe and which country? That is not in Europe. There you go. That's cleared it right up.
mean, I'm going to Google really quickly now, but I'm willing to say we mean geographically Europe.
Yeah. I mean, I know the answer and it doesn't matter. It is not Europe by any stretch. Oh, okay. Yep.
Geographically Europe.
Okay. Geographically Europe. Yep. Thank you. Good catch, Aiden. Yeah, enjoy your little victory dance.
It turns out those milk arrowroots really gave me the shot in the arm I needed.
All right.
It didn't look like this.
No, it wasn't
But
as
it was
exuberant.
close.
Wasn't as exuberant. Okay, question 16's next. Usually, this would mean it's time for... No, well, yeah, never mind. I'll see you in a minute. With
From the top.
No. Hi, welcome to the quiz. No. Forget what I just said. I'm ahead of myself. Comedian and actor Stephen Fry hosted which long-running British quiz show between 2003 and 2016? It is still running, just not with him hosting.
I do love him.
Oh, yes.
In that photo, he looks like he's just finished saying the phrase, the great unwashed.
Someone has said something to him, and his reply was, "Is that some kind of poor people joke I'm too rich to understand?"
That face is just... It is.
Well, aren't you common? Bonus point. He was part of a comedy duo with which man, most active in the 80s and 90s? And still very good friends to this day, I understand.
Tell me more about your understanding of Stephen Fry's social circle.
All right. What would you like to know?
I don't know.
Now, well, there you go. Got to ask the right questions. If you, at home, have a question about Stephen Fry's social circle, please let me know. I can inform you. He has surprising friends. People you wouldn't think that he'd get along with. For instance, Jeremy Clarkson, thank you. I wanted to say Jeremy Kyle so badly, but that is a very different person.
Yeah, but still.
But still would be surprising.
Also, similar person. Different, but similar.
Different, yeah. Public opinion is about the same for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, very good friends with Jeremy Clarkson, weirdly. Okay, now, the thing I was going to say before, I'm going to say it now. Question 17's coming up.
They're going to be so excited. Just show them.
And, well, look, I don't want to spoil it for you, but you are going to love it.
There's a 50-50 chance you are going to be super down for this.
It is a 1 in 2 chance that you will love this.
I'm so excited.
The memory test. It's not a 50-50.
I did it.
We did it so that you cannot be upset with us anymore. We're no longer doing a 50-50. Tonight, at least. There will be others. But not tonight. We're doing the memory test. Now, if you haven't played this before because you've not been to one of our marvellous venues in a pub, these are the rules. In a moment, an image will appear for 60 seconds. You get exactly 1 minute to look at this picture and memorise as much of it as you can. The time bar at the top will show how much time is left. And I'm going to ask you, 6 questions? 5 questions? An amount of questions about that picture. You have to answer from your memory. So, let's go. Here's our picture. Your time has already started.
We'll give you a minute with it.
Hello. Let's have a look. What can you remember? I'll put up all the questions quite quickly. What item is falling from the back of the mover's truck? How many construction workers are busy on the right of the image? What consumable is being transported by the car in the top right of the image? The fountain is mostly what colour? Have some time on those ones. Little bit of time.
Yeah, I think this feels like something we should definitely not be interrupting with.
I think so.
So let's give them what? You reckon 2 minutes to figure it out?
Yeah.
See how well they ponder?
Yeah.
All right, lovely. We'll be back in about 2 minutes.
About the image, and I need you to tell me which of these matches the original perfectly. We have A, B, C, and D. 3 of them have been subtly improved. Which one has not? A, B, C, or D?
I'm so bad at this.
Yeah.
Also because I did that.
Yep.
I can't remember. I've narrowed it down to 2, but I can't remember which is the one that I edited and which was the one that I didn't.
You're getting quite good at editing it.
Yeah, apparently I can trick myself.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Oh, no.
Also, I mean, I am interested in a particular comment. I'm just going to say, that's not it.
That's absolutely not
Why
it.
does this keep happening? There we go. No 50-50. We've made Genevieve sad.
I'm sorry, Genevieve. I'm so sorry that I've made you sad. Tell us in the comments how we can make it up to you.
Is it by doing more 50-50s?
I reckon it's by doing more 50-50s. If that is not the case, say literally anything.
If it
is
helps,
the case,
'cause I know
say nothing.
Because I know you were invested this earlier in the week.
Yep.
There's a quokka for you.
You can have that. That's just for you.
That was for you. You get that cute little quokka. Everyone else, shh, forget that you saw it. I was going to say shut your eyes, but it doesn't matter after it's off the screen.
Moving on. 22. This cheeky fellow is a gang cockatoo and is the faunal emblem of which Australian territory, ACT or NT?
It's a 50-50.
One of them. 150-50.
Just for you, Genevieve.
Right at the end.
I rewrote that live, as far as you know.
Ooh. Good question.
Just there. Been there the whole time. You didn't even notice. I love that someone else is investigating.
I know, we have taken it from just a fun bit between us and the Harwoods to now everyone expects it, and it's absolutely marvellous.
What we have done for his career.
Well, you'd be surprised. Apparently, there's something to talk about it.
Oh, also, that is a cute bird.
He is very, very cheery. I really like him. I'd quite like one near me. I wouldn't own one, but I'd quite like one near me.
They are the daredevil of the bird world.
Explain.
He's got a little red hat with horns. Just literally the superhero daredevil.
I would have gone with Red Cap, but never mind.
Marvel represent.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, there's Julian Spencer.
Yeah. Yeah. Praise Chingy, indeed. We praise Chingy.
We'll drop him in for the rest of the quiz.
We praise Chingy. Because you know what? He keeps it. He's in my heart. He's right there. Number 23.
What?
Doesn't matter. You didn't notice it. Hopefully no one else did. The definition mass times acceleration is better known as what quantity?
Oh, I saw it. I like that Lisa's over here just praise the gang.
Praise the gang.
But
also
technically,
Chingy.
The slide before was a picture of Chingy and his gang.
Oh my word. 24, Savage Garden won Song of the Year at the 97 ARIA Awards for which release?
All of them, they're brilliant.
Yeah, but only one of them can be Song of the Year.
Nah. Not it's Savage Garden. It was the only year it's ever been a tie. God, they're good.
Between Savage Garden and Savage Garden. What song was it that won Song of the Year? Number 25 is the final of the questions for this evening. Which 80s and 90s television series, later returning briefly in 2018, was developed under the working title Life and Stuff?
Creative. That is a creative title.
It's smashing. Oh, I want to talk at length about why it was only brief, but I can't because we'll give it away. All right, that's it. If you need something repeated, let us know. We're happy to put it up again. Except we're not putting up the picture from the memory test again. That will not be repeated. Everything else, you can have.
It's not a question. You can tell us what number question you'd like repeated.
There's always someone who says, "Oh, can you show the picture again?" And that is how they talk. They all talk like that. Alrighty. Let us know in the comments if you need that repetition. Other than that, it's all that's left is marking and having a bit of an old pray to Chingy.
Is it a chum?
Our Lord and Swanger.
A communion.
A communion. The holy Chingmunion of Chingy. Good grief. War. Oh, I hate it when you do that. You make me laugh out loud at a thing you put up, and I can't really say it.
No.
So unprofessional. All right, no one's asking for anything, so let's do it. Round 2, question 1. You may recall it. It looked a bit like this. What 6-letter word means to walk with short steps while moving from side to side like a duck? We are looking for waddle.
That's wrong.
Stop it. Which is the only colour that is shared by the national flags of Italy, Jamaica and Nigeria. It is the colour green, and I believe it's Italy's week. 90% of all pears grown in Australia are from Victoria. Number 4, in which film do Scarlett Johansson and Natalie Portman play sisters? That is The Other Boleyn Girl. Opened in 2016 rather. Pictured here is the Disneyland Resort in Shanghai. Shanghai is that one. Yeah, just because Xi Jinping is such a fan of Disney. Especially Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, I love his Winnie the Pooh cosplay.
Here's Winnie the Pooh cosplay, which he does most days.
Do you think, on a completely unrelated note, so obviously when you go to Shanghai and you're driving into Shanghai, there's signs and they say Shanghai, but do you think on the other side, so that when you leave, they say Shanghai?
In my head, that joke finished with Shanglo.
What?
High and low. They are also opposites.
Yeah, I know, but it's not relative to leave.
I know. Because I was trying to form it in my head that was like, oh, there's a mountainous region called Shanghai and a valley called Shanghai.
Yeah, no. No, it's just a silent answer. It says Shanghai.
I really don't think it's right for us to make jokes about Shanghai the place when we have Shanghai night and Shanghai noon. I just really don't think we should be doing it. Number 6, pictured is which comedian behind the 2019 Netflix stand-up show Public Frenemy? Nazim Hussain is who I'm after there. The title of this novel by British writer Louis de Bernier is Captain Corelli's Mandolin.
Not to be confused with Captain Corelli's Mandalorian, which is what I thought that segment went up.
Or indeed, Captain the Corella's Massive Bill. Or, at Disneyland Shanghai, Captain Corelli's Mandarin. Very nice, David. Well done. Australian
Also
representative...
at a greengrocer.
What was that?
Also at a greengrocer.
Aha. Australian representative rugby league player Daly Cherry Evans is the current captain of the Manly Sea Eagles. Which actor plays Captain America in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? That would be Chris Evans.
Can we start our own football team?
Nope.
Which I don't want to do. But given the fact that it's the Manly Sea Eagles, can we have a team called the Feminine Sea Eagles?
Yeah,
And
the Camp
mascot's-
Sea Eagles.
Yeah, it's just the mascot's just a sea eagle, just like the other one, but it's doing show tunes.
Lot of jazz hands.
Jazz wings.
My apologies, Jazz Wings. Which Australian city was Captain Cook's cottage rebuilt after being transported for England? That was in Melbourne. This is Linka from Captain Planet, and her element was wind, which is
She just isn't good.
it's not good.
All right, you have fire, you have water, you have earth, you have heart, and Linka, you've got wind.
I'm sorry, I didn't think anyone would notice. Number 12, Madonna Blythe was the captain of the Australian women's team in hockey.
Interestingly, she had the same look on her face as Stephen Fry does later.
As someone who has wind?
No, it's Stephen Fry. She's just going, yes, peasant.
The famous novel that begins, he was an old man who fished alone in a skiff in the Gulf Stream, and he had gone 84 days now without taking a fish. The Old Man in the Sea. In relation to school dances, prom is short for promenade. The Ryder Cup is a series of men's golf matches between teams from Europe and from the US. Hey,
You didn't need to move.
I know,
You
it just
showed
said
the
US, yeah. Comedian Stephen Fry hosted QI from 2003 to 2016, now hosted by Sandy Toksvig. He was part of a comedy duo with Hugh Laurie through the 80s and 90s. What item is falling from the back of the mover's truck in the memory test? It was a chair. How many construction workers are busy on the right of the image? There are 2. What consumable is being transported by the car in the top right? It is fresh fish. The old man in the skiff could have used that.
He could have.
The fountain
If only he had a truck.
is mostly yellow or gold. A sea truck. What one of these pictures perfectly matches the original? Well, it's not A. It's not B. And it's not C, so it must be D. And there it is. In situ. The Gang Gang Cockatoo is the faunal emblem of ACT. The more eagle-eyed of you would have noticed that came up during the questions. Mass times acceleration is force. Savage Garden won Song of the Year for To the Moon and Back. And the 80s and 90s television series returned briefly in 2018, was developed under the working title Life and Stuff. It is Roseanne, which is now, it's coming back again as The Connors, without Roseanne. All right, that's it for the questions. I've no more. Captain Cook's Cottage, yep, Melbourne was the answer. It was there. We did do it. But Melbourne was the answer if you missed it. Okay. That's it. No more. All we have is a quick prayer to Chingy, and then we're going to do our movie game, which tonight is a reverse movie game. I just want to thank you all for joining us once again. Before we do that, I'll say my final fond farewells in a moment. But we won't necessarily be back on Wednesday. It's not going to be a post right now. As we said before, we're having a meeting on Tuesday to work it out. So keep an eye on the page through Tuesday and Wednesday. You will know by the end of Tuesday whether or not we are, in fact, going on. But we're not sure yet. May mass times acceleration be with you. That's very good.
Brilliant.
Very
Late
good.
point.
Have a late point. So we'll definitely be back on Friday. We may not be back on Wednesday. Remains to be seen.
We will definitely have some venues going back live and in the pub next week as well.
Yeah.
We're not going to go through and start mentioning them now because we still have some phone calls that we will be making. So keep an eye on the Facebook about that as well.
Yeah, all the communication for that will be done on our Facebook page. If you don't know what that is, how did you get here? I don't know how you got here, but in case you did... Oh, you might be watching on YouTube. That's a good point. Or on another page. It is Quizmasters Trivia, all one word. So... Now time for the reverse movie game. I'm going to, at this point, put up 10 films. They all contain the same actor, and you need to tell me what the name of that actor is, and you do that in the comments. First to get it gets, so much congratulations.
Could also clarify with Lisa there that we just won't be here Wednesday. We will definitely be here next Friday.
You are definitely here on Friday. Definitely here. We don't know which pub either of us will be at, or if it's either of us, and we don't know, and we're not saying.
It's a lot in flux.
There's a great deal in flux.
So much in flux.
But watch the Facebook.
Absolutely
Watch the Facebook.
Fluxed.
Completely flummoxed, in fact. All right, let's have a look at our reverse movie game. Which actor has appeared in all of these films? Our first film, to start us off, we're having two at once, apparently. Room is the first one, and The Tale of Despereaux is our second. Also, Mystery Men is another one that this actor was in. Room, Tale of Despereaux, and Mystery Men. Also, Seabiscuit. Seabiscuit, the horse that was blind in one eye. Also, Jurassic Park 3. In all 5 of those films, and the 5 to come as well. It is not Brie Larson, but thanks for jumping in. We have Mr. Holland's Opus, is what it's called. Mr. Holland's Opus. I need to stand there, I think. So you can... I'll just... There we go. Perfect. This is exactly right. He's in Air Force One.
The President.
It is not the President. Because I don't think... It's not Sam Neill. It's not Sam Neill. Also, Pleasantville. It was in Pleasantville. Not Richard Dreyfuss. In Boogie Nights. That is a hilarious image for Boogie Nights. And he is also in Fargo, one of his more famous roles. We do have a couple getting it right. I can tell you it's not Richard Dreyfuss, it's not Harrison Ford. It is William H. Macy. A couple of you got that. So well done to you. That's very nearly Macy, isn't it, Lisa? You can have that one. So, that's it. Oh, I've dropped everyone in the void for a second there. I can only apologise. John C. Reilly, very well done. That's it. So once again, we may or may not be here on Wednesday. Please keep an eye on the Facebook page. If you're not already following us, please make sure you do. If you haven't got notifications turned on for when we post, please make sure you do that as well so that you never miss anything we say. Other than that, I've had a lovely time this evening, as I always do. So we will be back next week at some point. And we don't know which that is either. Wednesday or Friday, but either way, it'll be at 6:45. So I hope to see you all then. Keep safe over the weekend. Enjoy yourselves. I myself am going to take advantage of the fact that we can go to the pub now and enjoy that thoroughly. So please be safe and happy. See you next week. Hello again, welcome to the bonus fact for the night. As you can see, as promised, I've gone down the club for a nice succulent Chinese meal. I've got the buffet in front of me there. All of our favourites are here. I think I'm going to have the honey soy chicken with rice rather than noodles.
I love the fact that even in this particular RSL, you are so tiny that you can barely see over the bench.
Well, look, it's
the second row back?
It's a high bench. Yeah, can I have the...
Mum, get me one of these.
Can you pick it for me?
I want a dim sum.
The reason that we have a buffet here is because our fun fact is buffet related. Now, it's a bit wordy, so I do need to put my glasses on to actually read it off the prompter. But we will have the caveat. I'm going to read it out almost in full, but the caveat is that I don't think it was written by someone whose first language is English. But I will read it verbatim. But the fun fact is, it is the Guinness World Record for the largest buffet, and it reads thus: the largest buffet consisted 5,829 different dishes and was achieved by Surat Thani province in Thailand at Samui Island, Surat Thani, Thailand, on the 9th of September 2017. The organiser provided over 10,000 dishes at the buffet, and they applied for 6,863 varieties dishes. But according to the two independent witnesses from the local food authority, 1,034 of them were disqualified because of the duplication. This event was one of the 3 days event called Samui Festival, which is held by local government to promote the local tourism. Over 30,000 local public and tourists were invited to take part in for free. So that is the world's largest buffet. 5,829 different dishes. They wanted a great deal more, but they had to have some of them discounted for the duplication.
I love the fact that someone's just essentially come through and it's gone, honey chicken and honey soy chicken are the damn same.
I'm not having it. There's soy in your honey chicken, and there's honey in your soy chicken. They're the same, mate. I'm not having it.
Your honey chicken, if I get one of those little soy sauce fishes over there, same dish. I'm not having it.
Not having it.
I also love that it's a two-person job.
Yeah, two independent witnesses have to say, do you reckon that's the same, Baz? Yeah, I reckon that's the same. So that's your bonus fact for the week. If you're still here, thank you for joining us for the fun fact. That's pretty much it for us. Or is it? We don't know. There could be more. Good night. Find out in a minute. Lose the will to live. There we go. Beautiful. That's exactly where I wanted to come back in. We were losing it because Aiden said the phrase, get the little chingy out. And I won't comment on that. That's what he said.
I didn't use the little one. I got the big chingy out.
You do get your big chingy out. Shut up. I'm going to... It's all right. There's only like 10 people still watching this.
It's 25.
Fine. There's 25 people still watching. That is incredible.
I mean, 6 of them are me with all these screens.
One of them's me as well. Democracy Manifest disqualifying the honey soy chicken. That's excellent. Alrighty, I'm going to read from the scripture of Chingy. This is important and reverent, so please listen carefully. Aiden hasn't heard this before. Out of the current world apocalypse emerges the second coming of our Lord and Saviour Chingy. In April of 2020, a heavenly jackpot pimp has returned to grace our ears with a new song in collaboration powerhouse vocalist Megan Lindsay and her equally talented Megan Tyler duo partner Tyler Kane with his new The Woe-Down. This song is hip-hop with some country twang. Ching travelled to Nashville to work on the collaboration. Our Lord has described the new collaboration as a twang of a lot of different genres. It is clear from the beat poppy vibe of the song, the rapper knows his way around a good old high-fashioned hoedown. The song is currently charting at number 9 on Disney Radio and comes with step-by-step dance tutorial. The Woe-Down is not the song we deserved, it's the song we needed. And in Chingy's name I pray. Amen.